Delighted to welcome Kathleen Turner to the studio, and a very good morning to you.
A very good morning to you, Bill.
How's your morning shaping up? You look very well.
Well, I thank you very much. I think I'm a little jet-lagged, but I'm doing all right.
Are you an early morning person? Like, I was thinking, actors must be late. Oh, you are?
I am, but not... I guess in New York time, this would be what? About 3 o'clock in the morning.
3 o'clock in the morning. It's your time, Kathleen. It's your time. We've got to have a chat in a minute. There are so many things to talk about, but we need a reminder of some of your roles so far in your life, and I'm sure there's many more to come. But here's a bit of a look back.
Kathleen Turner burst onto movie screens as femme fatale Mattie in 1981 thriller Body Heat, making her one of the film industry's sexiest stars. Her success continued in Romancing the Stone opposite Michael Douglas and Danny DeVito, which she won a Golden Globe for. She teamed up with them again for Jewel of the Nile and a third time in The War of the Roses. As well as film, Turner has starred in television and theatre productions. In Friends, she played cross-dressing Vegas star Charles Bing, Chandler's dad, and Kathleen wowed audiences when she trod the boards in London in The Graduate. Ticket sales went through the roof when it was announced that Turner, then aged 45, would appear naked on stage.
46.
46, yeah. Because then when I went back to the United States to Broadway, I did another job, a tour based on the character Tallulah Bankhead. And then they talked me into doing The Graduate on the stage in New York. And then I was 48, but I thought, you know...
Was there fear involved in that for you? Did you find that difficult, or were you
Very difficult.
Proud of your body and happy to show? And
Well, I was proud of my age and being able to still be attractive and viable sexually.
Yes, well,
at that age.
Don't worry about that.
Because that's a big thing, though, isn't it? That's a big thing, particularly in Hollywood. In fact, there's a bit in the book, I was going to talk to you about it later, I'm talking about it now, where you were sent a script which said hilarious, excuse me, I'm just dropping your book.
You've made all these notes.
I have, I've been reading it avidly. And it says that somebody sent you a script saying that the woman, the character is 37, but still attractive.
Oh, I know.
You know,
like it's a miracle.
Like it's a miracle.
real breakthrough. You know? No, I got these wonderful letters from people, a woman who wrote, and I think that's in the book too, that wrote that she hadn't undressed in front of her husband in 10 years, and she was going to do it tonight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
cool.
Lucky him and lucky her, the whole thing, the whole thing. So when you look at a package of the film work that you've done there, and you look back on this is Send Yourself Roses, My Life, Loves and Leading Roles. Are you proud of the body of work that you've put together?
Oh, very much. Very much. I'm proud of the growth of the evolution of the work, yeah? And the major work that I'm doing now is almost all stage. I love stage. And, you know, I was here with Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf last year.
Yes, yes.
Anyway, I don't know, they're going so fast now, you know.
It was 2 years, 2006 and 7.
Perhaps so. Yeah. And then I was, and now I've been teaching also at New York University. I have an acting class called Practical Acting, Shut Up and Do It, which is also my philosophy. And directing. I've just had a play open in New York that I directed.
So what's it like to be the person in charge of everything?
I liked it a lot.
You're a power freak. You want this.
I was fascinated by the detail. You know, I mean, as an actor, you kind of, you sort of have blinkers on, yeah? And you just see what affects your character. But as a director, you get to look at the whole picture, you know, that's the wrong color pot. You know, change that, or no, that skirt's too long, or, you know.
And what about your daughter? Would she ever follow in your footsteps?
No, only when she's angry with me. Then she threatens to become an actor. But really, she's a musician.
Kathleen was telling us in the break about the name of the
group.
Please, she's in a group. What does she play? She
plays lead guitar, and it's kind of a funky jazz band. But they call themselves, at the moment, the Bubonic Souls.
Yes. Is that suitably rebellious
I don't know,
for you?
It's a little creepy, I think. You know?
Oh, no, but I'm sure she loves doing that. I'm sure she loves being centre stage, as you see.
She does like to perform.
Yeah, she does. Yeah. And it was, I think, around 80 to 85, you really came to prominence in America. The level of stardom that you gained at that time, was that difficult to live with?
It was a huge change. I mean, I think William Hurt said, when we were doing Body Heat, he said, you know, you can take all the acting classes in the world, but nobody teaches you how to be a star. That's a whole other aspect of the business. Luckily, I was brought up in the diplomatic service. My father was with the embassy. So I had some history of being able to be a public person, being able to respond. And
it broadens the mind, doesn't it, to travel like you did,
oh,
presumably.
absolutely. Different schools, different cultures, different languages. A lot of the people in my country, in the United States, don't get that sort of exposure.
No.
And I wish they did, you know.
No, absolutely. We're going to talk a lot later on. I must say...
We're going to have a quick break and come straight back.
I love listening to your voice.
Thank you.
Jessica
Great
Rabbit.
voice.
Thank you.
Have you ever registered how deep it is? Because it's
To the bottom of the piano sometimes. if I
Wow.
want to.
Okay, I'm going to try
To
and do
the
it as well.
depths of the soul.
Should we take a short break?
Thank you very
I
much
can't
for
even
the
do
moment.
it to fake it. Thanks, Andrew. We were talking before the break about Kathleen Turner, talking to her, about her, everything we could, everything we could get from you. We ended up by talking about your voice, which is extraordinary. Now, were you born with that gravelly voice? Did you come
I
out
was
saying
born
mummy?
with a very low voice. My mother
you?
also has a low voice. But certainly it's something that I've worked on over the years, just to increase the resonance as well.
Wow, wow, that's a great voice. A great voice for selling aftershave, that.
Oh.
Yeah, very sexy, very sexy.
They
Now,
made you
listen, we're
sing
talking
with the
about your
boys.
book.
Yeah.
When you were a kid.
And it's called Send Yourself Roses.
Yes.
What's the title all about, then? Is that your philosophy of life?
Well, in part, but it really came about because, you know, when you open a play, say on Broadway or something, you get, your dressing room looks like a funeral parlor. You know, you get hundreds of flowers and bouquets. And then a week or so later, they're all wilted and gone. And I like roses in my dressing room. So I just have a standing order. Every week I get 24 roses that I send myself.
Good for you. And does it make you feel good? Because I can imagine it's the sort of profession where you have to be pretty solid in your core because you take some knocks,
Oh, yes.
confidence-wise.
Yes, I think, well, acting is always that way. Huh? Any kind of art is very personal. If someone, very subjective, if someone likes it or doesn't like it, there's not much, you know, that you can do about it. But I don't send myself cards.
No. That would go
No.
the odd writing to yourself, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Now, I mean, yeah, exactly. Just looking at the flowers means that you know it's there. And looking at your life, obviously, so many triumphs, and we've seen them on film and on stage and everywhere. And you also talk very frankly about difficulties with alcohol. Now, was that was that a culmination of a long period of problems?
Well, when I got rheumatoid arthritis, about 16 years ago, I guess, they didn't really have any of the medications they have now, which are keeping me in remission at the moment. So it was a great deal of damage done, a great deal of pain. And frankly, living with chronic pain year after year after year, and becoming very despondent that I wasn't able to do the work I wanted to do, did lead to abusing alcohol. And thank goodness I've got that under control. But in a way, you know, I just wanted out. I
Some
just
escape.
wanted, yes, yeah. Because that rheumatoid arthritis is tough.
The drugs
but
are
you're
better.
doing well with it now, aren't you? You feel
I am
good,
doing well.
and
We have wonderful new medications, and I've got some great doctors. So yes.
Brilliant. Well, it's an inspiration because so many people do suffer with it, don't they? It's an
They
inspiration
do.
to
Well,
see
I
that
think
you
for a
do
long
that.
time, no one really understood what it was, or what, you know, how to treat it. But we've gone past that now.
Talking about ill health, you've had your problems, obviously completely different sort of problems, but Patrick Swayze this morning.
What a shame.
My goodness, yes. I mean, you know, when you hear things like that, it must be a shock for everyone involved in the business, in a way.
Well, I think he's always been well-liked and respected, and certainly his talent is very, very, you know, clear. So, yeah, when you hear about someone of that ability, you know, it's saddening.
He was a gentleman when he came in here, I must say.
Yes, he
Very
is,
courteous, extremely sort of polite and giving, and yeah, well, we wish him well. I mean, it's not necessarily
Terrible. Well,
the
let's
end
hope
for
it's better than it sounds at this stage.
Yes,
That's all we can
yes.
say. Catherine, we could talk to you all morning. I'm so sorry, but we're out of
But you
time now.
can't.
We can't. Will you
Gotta
come
go.
back and sit with us some more?
Sure.
Okay.
At 3
all right.
o'clock in the morning, New York time.
Yeah.
Maybe a better time of day for you next
How about
time.
we go
Thank
the
you
other
so
quiz?
much. Yeah, let's do that. You take care. Thank you very much indeed.
You have a lovely day. Here's Lorraine.